Hello again, guys, and I know it's been a long time since I've done mod reviews, but I've had some things going on in my own life that have kind of needed more of my attention, so I have not been able to do mod reviews as much as I'd like to. Obviously, the last one I think I did was something for Black Sheep modding. Obviously, that's been a while, so I know I've missed some great stuff, and I apologize for that. But I do want to review these as they were kind of... I mean, yes, they're John Deere, so they're like very popular, but they were also kind of like things that people were just like kicking down the door, begging and screaming for. I shouldn't even say that. It's just like they were very highly anticipated when they came out. So let's go ahead and start off here with the John Deere 8400R, or just the 8R. It is a US series, which is something I think a lot of people love. A lot of people love, because obviously there are people in the US that play this, but they don't. But only having like the European style tractors, it's kind of it's not really a turn off, but it's kind of like a because a lot of this European stuff you're not used to if you're not from there, and obviously that's where the game is made. So I mean, I can understand only having that kind of design, but it is nice to see something that is finally a US style tractor. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with the fact that as you see, it has the standard US style weights as opposed to the front lift accessory weights that you would generally see on not US European tractors. It does have row crops, which are actually very nicely done here too as well. It does have the one flashing beacon, as opposed to most of the other tractors that are European usually have two. Like, I was trying to think if there's... I'll just go through here real quick. Yes, I know, I do need to review that as well. Okay, let's move him out of the way real quick. Okay, and as you can see here, here's the 8R. As you can see here, this does have actually two beacons on the top of it. So, and basically it's not, I wouldn't really say this is, well, and as you can see here, the two, it's like the 8R also has the standard weight set on the top of it too as well, but it does have the two beacons. So the 9R is more or less I guess you could say a more standard American version tractor, I guess you could say. It's like, if you really want to put it that way. As you can see here, both of these just have the general one, which you're more or less used to seeing. But let's go ahead and look in at the 8R interior, which basically there isn't much to say about it other than the fact that the door does open on this. So that's a nice feature. I do enjoy that. And I was wondering, I think the only reason that might be on there is to separate it maybe from the in-game 8R, which is the European one, which Giants have given us. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that might be the only reason that's on there, as just kind of something that makes it stand out a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, and I do like this too. It's like you hit a button and you can turn the, you can make the signals go back, or you can have them hanging out like you generally see. But yeah, the signals are going like that. That's actually kind of interesting, because you don't see that on any other tractors. At least I haven't in any of the games. And then you also have this, which is actually really nice. You can actually make the front of the tractor go up or go down. Basically, there is no other tractor that I can think of that I've seen this, that I've actually seen this do before. So I like it. It's kind of a, I'm not sure what, I wondered if it's just a, I'm not sure what the actual reason for it is. Forgive me for not knowing, but I'm not sure if it's just like a suspension kind of thing, or what the deal actually is, what or what they would actually have that for. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it might be suspension, but please tell me because I'm not sure. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and quickly go to... Let's go ahead and quickly go to... Okay, you have the standard front weights, which are just the hanging front weights. You do have mud guards for the back, or for the front, or for both, if you do so choose. Let's see, you do have... Oh, sorry guys, it's very late when I'm recording this, I'm very tired. You do have the standard, which actually I love this. I love that they were able to get LSW tires on these, because LSWs are Goodyear, and I think the only way that they were actually able to get them on here on console was to not have them branded as Goodyear, so they just say LSW, and then they just have basically the size description of what the tires are, so I think that's how they were able to get away with it. But other than that, I mean, honestly, if that's the truth, I would love to see more tractors and maybe some combines have some LSWs on them too, because I know they do use them. Because I mean, honestly, these are huge tires. We do have the standard ones, and then we have the ones with weights on them. We do have the 30-inch. I want to say, I'm not sure what tires those would be. I'm not sure if those are. They might be Firestone, maybe? Or Goodyear, maybe. I'm not sure, because they're obviously, like I said, the LSWs, Goodyear makes those. I'm not sure what these ones would be, because there's no brand on them, obviously. But I do enjoy, but yeah, I do, because you can see they do say they're super all traction, so there's no actual name on them. So I'm not sure what exactly brand tires they actually used for it. But then you have just basically just a couple different setups, which are row crops, doubles, and then the LSWs. I'm going to use those LSWs. I haven't yet, but I'm kind of curious just to see how well they do. So I will use them. And then we do have the 8245, we have the 8270, we have the 8295, we have the 8320, we have the 8345, we have the 8370, then we have the 8400. So we have a many numerous engine choices. And that is pretty much it for the 8400. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to this very quickly. This is the one that, other than this, and I do want to say the 8400R, I believe, just hit 200,000 downloads from custom modding. So, I gotta say congratulations, guys. I mean, that's a heck of a... It only, like, I think a little over a week or so, they've had a lot of downloads for this, and it's like, I can honestly say that's pretty good, guys. Keep up the good work. Now we move on to the one that has been even more anticipated, which is a 9R John Deere. I do say more anticipated because when we got everything from Giants, the only thing we were missing was something to cover the high end of the horsepower range. Obviously, the 8370 they have in the game is only, I think, rated at 400 and... I want to say 400 and... Actually, let's look that up. I want to say it's only 400 and... Yeah, it's only 420 horsepower, but I think actually in real life, I think a real 8RT is actually rated at 470 horsepower. I could be wrong, but I think it's actually 470. Anyway, but yeah, it's only 420 here, so we don't have anything to go higher than that, which is, I think, what disappointed a lot of people, because you couldn't really use a lot of the bigger implements with it, because it wouldn't pull them, because we didn't have anything. This, however, does have the standard weights, as you can see in front, selectable sizes, 30-inch tracks. We do have 36-inch tracks, which I am actually using at the moment. And then we have the standard tracks. Then we have ones that are basically, okay, as you can see, they do extend out a little bit too. Then you have the ones with the wheel weights on there, as you can see, and then we have the wide weights. Where's the wide weights? Okay. Then we have wide tracks, standard weights. Yeah, basically a little bit of everything, basically. So, and then this, I love this. I love that you can change it from a U.S. to a European version. Basically, all it is just the red and white is not the signals, but the red and white signs. I do love that you can change that back and forth. Honestly, I wish that was more of an option on standard Giants vehicles, but I know that that probably take a lot longer for them to do. But I mean, I hope to someday see that we can actually go from like European to US like that. Then we do have the 9470, which actually does go to 470. Then we do have the 9520, which is 572 horse. Then we have the 9570, which I am using, which is 628 horsepower. So I do have to say, all in all, this is a very good tractor in terms of the horsepower range because it covers that wide end. Actually, I should say that wide end. That it does cover that high end of the horsepower range that we've needed from a John Deere, and we did finally get it. The only thing that it doesn't have is a 3-point hitch. Obviously, I'm okay with that because honestly, if there's ever a tractor that doesn't have one, what I do is simply just what I do is simply just get the trail lifter accessory and pull that with the implement. I have no problem, so I'm really okay with it not having one. But anyway, let's move on real quick and just get a nice. Basically, the interior is basically the same as the 8R, so there's not really much to talk about. There is no opening door on this one. Like I said, I think the only reason it's on the 8400 or the 8R is because it's to separate it from the European version from the US. Since there is no 9R in the game, they didn't. I'm sure they probably didn't need one, as this is the first 9R in the game so far. So, pretty much the same sound as a lot of the other tractors, especially the 8RT. It does go a little bit slower than a lot of the other tractors, but however, with this making up for speed, with the horsepower making up for what this loses in speed by just a little bit, I'm actually okay that it does go a little bit slower. I mean, this has horsepower, so I'm alright with it being a little bit slower. As you can see, the design here is really well done. I do love the black tanks in the back. Yeah, even the lights look good. The lighting looks good. Yeah, realistically, all in all, I love the way this looks. See a little mechanism spinning back there. Yeah, realistically, everything looks really good here, and this has been one of the few things I think that custom modding is gonna be remembered for. Or, well, not few, but I mean, obviously everything they do is really well done, but it's kind of the few things that they've kind of brought to the game which have been kind of groundbreaking for consoles, because it's two things that people have been like really waiting for. And I can't wait to see what they do next. I do know that they have a John Deere air seeder on the way, and something about another John Deere tractor possibly. If that's true, I think I heard mention of I think a John Deere 8850. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, honestly, if we get whatever else we do get from custom modding for consoles, I mean, if it's this standard of quality from them for consoles, yeah, yeah. Sorry, screwing up my words, guys. I'm tired. But yeah, whatever else we do get from them, that's this quality. Which obviously the console quality, it's not like high PC quality, because the console can't handle that. But I mean, even if it's this well done as these two obviously are, I mean, shoot, heck, I look forward to anything else that they bring to the table. So here's to you guys at Custom Modding, and thanks for the 2 great John Deere mods. Have a nice day, guys, and I will talk to you guys again hopefully soon. Hopefully it will not be as long as you guys waited for me to actually do another mod video. So thanks for being here. Take care and have a good night, guys.